So I was doing my workout routine yesterday morning, and it just sort of dawned on me that I feel really slow. And not just because of the workout routine, but just things in general. And I've been kind of in this frame of mind where all of these sort of challenges, even this sort of slow routine, is somehow related to being 50 years old. And I've really been on the 50-year-old thing. And then I thought about more, and it's not about being 50 years old. It's just been a streak of losses for the longest period of time. And as it relates to work, opportunities, relationships, just loss after loss, just racking them up. And I can't help but tie it to sort of this phase I am in my life right now, where it doesn't seem like there's any forward progress. And it really bothers me. And again, I think it's easy to say, oh well, it's related to this reason. And again, as I mentioned earlier, age. We can sort of blame it on other circumstances, but that's not it. And so I think really what I have to come to terms with is maybe I've never really won. Maybe it's all been an illusion. When we're younger and we're more free and our experiences are limited, maybe we sort of have this idea that we're winning or we're moving forward or that we're making progress. But over time, as the experiences rack up, as time racks up, as there are various outcomes that may not go as we had planned, you start to recognize that, yeah, I ain't winning. I am not winning. And it's been that way for some time. And even sort of how I approach my day to day now, I'm doing the work, I'm planning, I'm looking for different pathways, but I'm not seeing any results. And I get that whenever we're embarking upon something, any particular goal, that it's a process and that we don't immediately see the results. But it's hard to ignore day after day, week after week, even year after year. There's really nothing to show for it. And the hard thing to really accept, especially when you look at the course of a year, is that maybe it's a blown year, that you haven't come close to your goals. And frankly, I'm desperate for a win. And I think that's really sort of what my frame of mind is, why everything feels so slow, why it feels like I'm making no progress. And to win, it takes engineering. Wins don't just happen. So you have to have, obviously, some ideal state, some goal. And to really achieve that win, what's the playbook? What's it going to take? And I've come up with various plays in the playbook, and nothing's happening, or at least it doesn't seem like it. And that's really tough. And it's not about age, as I've been so quick to point out. It's about navigating the transition. And I think age is a component of that, is that the timeline compresses. And when it feels like nothing's happening or things are moving slowly, certainly it amplifies that feeling that I'm not making progress, that there is no success. And when I share sort of that state of uncertainty, that frustration with people, they say, "Oh, it'll happen. You got this." But they're speaking as if they have some sort of reference, as if they have their own playbooks. And oftentimes they don't. And that's not to discredit people. Obviously, it's good when people are positive or can lend a positive slant on whatever it is that we're discussing. But the reality is the reality in terms of my day to day. I got to get a win. That's just it. I'm desperate for a win. And the real hard reality is the hands of time are turning. And those losses are riding those clock dials. There's no other way around it. So either more has to be done on the current path or the path has to be changed entirely. But I got to get a win. I have to answer the question whether there's something that's still there or whether there was anything ever there to begin with. That's all.